That is blasphemous. That is blasphemous.
Welcome back to another episode of Around the Clock Podcast, where we talk all things sports and culture. I'm your host, Dom, joined by the side of me is a guy you haven't heard from and seen in quite a while.
Testing.
Yeah. Make sure the mic still works. We got the illustrious Gary Wayne, and to the right of me, your left, we got Brandon, the entertainer. How we doing, everybody? How we doing? My phone up. Let's get this list pulled up. We got a lot of topics to talk about, a lot of things to discuss. Excited to be back in the studio. We've been virtual for a while, so we're already diving into this ESPN top 100 players of the 21st century list, and we got some gripes with it.
Can I say something?
We got to, yeah, absolutely. It's a podcast. You can say whatever you want.
Here's the thing. No matter what list you put out, I don't care if you put out the top 3, people are going to have problems. I don't care if you ask the public, people are going to have problems. So I want to say that people are going to have problems with any list, and we are aware of that.
100%.
But God damn, this list is.
It's almost like they do it on purpose to.
No, they got to.
So let's just. I think we can do it in bite-sized pieces like they did. So we can start at the bottom, because I honestly already have some issues with the bottom of this list. So let's go ahead and scroll down to 100 players.
And first, I just wanted to start out here right off the bat. Where's Roman Reigns?
I don't think
there's a single wrestler on the list.
Where's Roman Reigns?
But if it's Roman, why wouldn't The Rock be on there?
That's true.
Yeah, I don't think there's any wrestlers on
John
there.
Cena.
So let's just start this off with two Hall of Fame, arguably two of the greatest defensive backs to ever play the game of football. I would say top 10 all time. I would say one of these guys is a top 3 safety of all time. We got Ed Reed and Charles Woodson at number 100 and number 99.
It's crazy.
These guys, in the 21st century, these guys have won Super Bowls.
Yeah.
These guys have been inducted to the Hall of Fame.
Mm-hmm.
And they are a household name when it comes to football. And they are number 199.
Yes.
So that's already off the bat where I'm like,
yeah,
what's going on here?
I feel like
I don't know these other guys, so we could skip them. Even honestly, if you're asking me, and this is just me, I'm putting those two guys over Darrelle Revis, honestly. And Darrelle Revis is 96.
Darrelle Revis had a
run.
He had one of the greatest runs I've ever seen.
But I would say that I would argue that Charles Woodson and Ed Reed had a better career.
Yes.
So
I can argue that.
So I'm like, even that is, he's in the Hall of Fame as of last year. But then it gets bad. Let's just scroll. Rory McIlroy, number 93, which is interesting to me. I could put him. I guess I'd put him in the list as far as golf goes. But then Pedro Martinez.
Yeah, we got to talk about who's right before Pedro.
Aaron fucking Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers is 91, who is regarded as one of the best talents at quarterback. So it goes to show you that this list is going to be quite difficult.
Who came? I want to know, what was the parameters of this? Honestly, what was
I think it was just it had to be impact since the 2000s, since the year 2000.
So Rodgers is a 2-time MVP, 4-time NFL MVP.
Yeah.
I believe we just go off the list right here: 10-time Pro Bowler, 4-time First Team All Pro, Hall of Fame All 2010s team. Super Bowl MVP, 475 passing touchdowns, Packers career leader. I don't understand how that puts a guy at number 91. And he's still playing.
Yeah.
And then the biggest problem is what's after him. Asia Wilson.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, she's a dog.
She is a dog.
But her career has been very short-lived in comparison to a lot of the people she's above.
Yes.
Honestly.
Yes. There is not a list I would put Asia Wilson over Charles Woodson or Ed Reed.
I would certainly probably put her in the top 100 based on what she's doing right now.
Yeah.
But I would not put her over any of those names. It's
and she still has a long way to go.
Yeah, it is. Where's the one I'm looking at?
Tell you right now.
No, that ain't it. Where's it at? Nope, that ain't it.
that is blasphemous.
That is it. That is it.
You gotta figure that out.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Loses
It's been a while. It's been a while. It's been a while. All right. It's been a while. So it's just, you know.
I mean, like the bottom is cool, but not the.
Some of the bottom is okay.
I mean,
but Lauren Jackson, I don't even know who this is. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. She's a 2-time WNBA champion. I have never heard of her.
Now, I will say basketball has the most people on the list with 24.
She's over Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah.
I've never even heard of her. She's over Kawhi Leonard. He's literally a 2-time finals MVP.
Yeah.
I don't understand what's going on here.
I do know Maya Moore.
Oh yeah. Yeah, she deserves to be on there. She
36.
walked away early.
But she's high on the list in comparison to everybody else. Bernard Hopkins.
You know who Maya Moore is over?
Who?
Who she's 2 spots over?
I know who she is. You said she's 36.
I know who's the 2 behind her?
I know exactly who it is.
No,
not even one of the
37.
greatest.
No, hold on.
What?
37. Ichiro Suzuki.
Golly.
38.
I already know the greatest of all time.
Barry Bonds.
Makes no sense. But I will caveat and say it is from the 2000s. But Barry Bonds from 2000
Do you know who else she's over?
to 2004 is the greatest run I've ever seen in my life.
So this person since 2000, if we're basing it off 2000, and don't get me wrong, she deserves to be on the list. This person is a 3-time AL MVP, 11-time All-Star, a World Series champion, and has over 500 career home runs since the 2000s. His name is Alex Rodriguez.
Hold on. Can I do from 37 to 40 to 43?
No, that's the part of the list that I just go ahead.
I'm gonna do from 37 to 43. Maya Moore is at 36. At 37, Ichiro Suzuki. 38, Barry Bonds. 39, Kevin Durant. 40, Justin Verlander. Probably the greatest starting top 5 greatest starting pitcher of all time. 41, Dirk Nowitzki. At 42, Giannis.
Okay.
And 43, Alex Rodriguez.
The A-Rod thing makes no sense to me.
I think Maya Moore is.
She's one of the. She paved the way.
Dope. I'm not devaluing her, but these are like.
I'm sorry, but Alex Rodriguez and Barry Bonds should be over everybody that's from 37 down to 43. I'm sorry.
She is on people who, I mean, maybe she is a Mount Rushmore WNBA player. I guess she is. I guess you can count her as but Jesus, man.
Like Tamika Catchings. Like there's a lot of WNBA players in the top 50. And don't get me again. This isn't like a gender thing. I'm comparing to the.
I just need to stop because I think we might get cooked for this because that's
what
Ichiro. I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna say that list again. But I'm gonna say attributes. Great. Top 2 greatest leadoff hitter of all time.
Accurate.
Probably best all around hitter. Definitely best home run hitter of all time. 38.
I would say probably second best all around hitter.
He's
top 3. He's top
5,
sure.
39, top 5, one of the greatest shooters of all time.
One of the greatest basketball players
of all time.
He's
top
probably
10,
in a lot of top 10s.
Top 3 or 4 greatest starting pitchers of all time. Justin Verlander, number 40.
Mm-hmm.
Dirk.
Dirk, you can
Dirk's
slide back.
He's not going to be people's top 10.
No,
he's top 10 big man. Top 10 big man. He's a champion.
He's a Giannis, same thing.
He's still playing.
But
he's a champion.
Alex Rodriguez.
That's insane to me.
Greatest third baseman of all time.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be
since 2000, 500 and what home runs?
He's got the second most home runs since 2000.
That's crazy.
548 or 49. And honestly, don't get me wrong. I like Mike Trout, but I'm sorry, but I'm not putting Mike Trout over Alex Rodriguez when it comes to careers.
No,
if I'm comparing careers. I'm taking A-Rod every single time. And Mike Trout's number 30. Let's just go from 30 on up. Joker, 28. And I'm just doing people I know. Randy Moss, arguably the greatest receiver of all time, number 27. 26.
I mean, but you gotta realize too, we gotta take our bias of the sport away.
Sure. I'm looking at contributions to the game. I'm looking at
this is
my bad. What are you doing?
I was looking at some ad popped up.
Jesus.
I mean, look, Floyd Mayweather, 25.
That's
a problem.
That's a major problem.
That's a major because you maybe. I mean, is there a box? There's not another boxer, so he is the highest rated boxer probably. I don't think there's another boxer from 25.
But still, we're talking about a guy.
He didn't lose,
regardless of how you feel about his opponents. He went 50-0. I mean,
he didn't lose.
Look, we talk about winning in sports. This man should be in the top 5 if we're looking at this list. I'm sorry.
They put that on there.
That he's 50-0. Yeah,
look, I'm looking at that bio. Did they put that on there?
He's 50-0 from 96 to 2007.
Oh, okay.
He had
it's
5
the first
division
thing.
world champions. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I was looking in the middle paragraph. I thought
Albert Pujols at number 24. Honestly, I kind of have a problem with this one, top 25. Kevin Garnett. I'm sorry. Like,
no, then that's it. Kind of reverses, man.
It doesn't
like
make sense.
There's people that's in the top 25 that where you're thinking, why are they in there? Like,
dude, no,
I don't
Diana Taurasi, number 21.
So Sidney Crosby, like I don't watch a lot of hockey,
but I've heard that name.
Yeah,
I've heard that name.
That he was a dog.
Exactly. I watch a lot of basketball enough to know that I love Kevin Garnett, but he does not. He does not make that
top 25.
Not at all.
I would put Kevin Durant over him.
Here's the thing though with Taurasi, if okay, say if they was breaking things down, and I'm not saying this is how they did it, but they was like, all right, top 25, we got to have the right people in each sport in there because it's very mixed on the sports. They got everything in the top 25. Who are you gonna put higher than Taurasi? I don't. You know what I mean?
A lot of people.
When we just talked about contribution to the sport, like I don't know.
Yeah, but if I'm looking at the greatest, so in my opinion, when you say the greatest athlete of all time, in my opinion, that means the most dominant athletes that have played the game. So Tom Brady's got to be up there. Michael Jordan's got to be up there. Michael Phelps, who's up there, it's got to be up there. Floyd fucking Mayweather, who's never lost a fight, it's got to be up there. We're talking dominance in the sport since the 2000s. That to me is what the greatest athlete is, honestly. And don't get me wrong, Diana Taurasi's paved the way for a lot of players. She's made contributions to the game. But when we're talking if the greatest athlete of all, we had a conversation like one of our first podcasts about this. And I'm sorry, she doesn't crack the top 20. No disrespect to her. Kevin Garnett don't crack the top 30.
She's about to break. Well, she's hurt now though, but she's about to break an Olympic record for women's basketball.
Aaron Donald, I can get that. Lewis Hamilton, I could even get in the top 20 because he is.
I mean,
he's that guy when it comes to Formula One racing. I don't watch a lot of Formula One, but he's that guy.
From 2000 to 2004, I'm still stuck on this.
Come on, Barry Bonds.
This man led the league.
All right, dude. He just it's
in on base percentage, slugging percentage, OPS. He had that was one of those years was his 73 home run year.
When did Bonds retire?
He had 49, 46, 45, 45, 73 home run.
When did he retire?
2007.
Okay.
7, I think. Yeah.
So it was early. Got Patrick Mahomes at number 18. I can see him in the top 20, maybe. Shaq 17. Okay. Tim Duncan. Again,
Shaq at 17. No.
Like I
don't see Shaq being in the top 25 of all time, personally.
Of athletes?
Of athletes of all time. Like,
well, since the 2000s.
When we're talking about, I mean, since the 2000s, like,
yeah.
I mean, him and Kobe did something. Was that 2000, 2001, whatever it was?
Back to back, yeah.
When he had the back, or was it
02 and 03, I think.
No, 99, 2000.
Well, they didn't win a championship in 99.
That was just that season.
They went back to back, I think, in 02, 03, something like that.
Was that what it was?
Yeah, they went.
Either way it goes. I just, me personally, I don't think I think he's he's one of the greatest athletes of all time, don't get me wrong. Maybe in the top 25, maybe, but I like Shaq. I'm a Shaq fan. I defend Shaq on some other stuff when it comes to the big men, but when you're talking about this, I think he's definitely higher than what he needs to be because I don't believe that he did enough to be completely dominant, and he was a dominant in his position, in his sport, but to take over and stuff like that, I don't.
I would say he had a 4-year run where Shaq was a force to be reckoned with. He won 4 championships throughout that time. He won two MVPs, but then you got Tim Duncan right above him. So then it's like, what's the argument for him outside of
Yeah, I mean. It just
there's just like your problem at the end of the list. There's also a problem at the beginning of the list.
we got Katie Ledecky at number 15. I could argue her in the top 20. Steph Curry, 14. Cristiano Ronaldo, 13. Rafael Nadal, 12. Novak, whatever.
Djokovic.
Yeah. Number 11.
Djokovic.
Kobe, 10. Usain Bolt, 9.
So let's go top 10.
Yeah.
Let's break it down. That's what they broke down today. I was watching before I came over here. ESPN breaking down the top. Not breaking it down, but they talking about a little bit about the top 10.
Yeah. So we got Kobe.
Kobe at number 10.
Okay.
I feel like, again, because if we're having to, and that's the way I felt. The way I thought you were about to talk about athletic ability. That's why I was hoping
that's not what this list is.
No, exactly.
No.
So I was glad that you talked about dominance in the sport. I'm okay with him being at number 10. I think it's a little high, personally.
Okay.
But I'm okay with him being at number 10 because they did win 3 out of 4 at one time.
And I think
he was the driving force of all that.
I think the impact to the game does play a part in the greatest athlete of all time.
Yeah.
Kobe impacted the game tremendously.
Yeah. I'm okay with it. I'm more okay. He should be higher than Tim Duncan.
I am not as upset at that. I would put him ahead of Usain Bolt, though. I would.
No.
I would.
But you got to look at what Usain Bolt did.
I can't do that.
But you got to look at what they both did.
Usain Bolt was Floyd Mayweather. He didn't lose.
I understand that.
He didn't lose.
I understand. But Floyd is 25.
Okay.
Here's the thing.
Floyd should be higher.
Here's the thing that sucks about it, though. When we're talking about dominance, the individual sports guys, people are going to be towards the top anyway, especially when they were dominant, because they get to show off their dominance to the rest of the people. When everybody else has a team to rely on, it's kind of hard to it's harder to show your dominance. Not hard, but I'm saying it's harder than what they to really put your dominance out there on paper. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Besides just earning championships again with your team, though.
Usain Bolt has a record that still stands to this day that he did in 2009. So I mean, he's got a world record. I mean, his dominance, and especially he did this 8 times in the Olympics. You know, so in the Olympics ain't every year. So he was showing up every 4 years,
but
whooping ass.
It's not like we're gonna see somebody drop 81 points either.
No. But that was a game. Like, did that game matter?
But that's what this
6.
That's just the difference of sports, though.
6 out of the top 10 are single sport athletes. So that kind of shows you a little bit more.
Yeah.
More than
Tiger Woods at number 8. I'm okay with him in the top 10. I think I put him over Simone Biles in my opinion. If we're talking dominance but she's been dominant.
I don't. Man.
She's been dominant.
She's only about the.
She's been dominant.
She is. See, here's the thing.
Here's the thing
with Tiger Woods. Here's the thing with Tiger Woods. You can still. I know. Calm down.
No,
but you can still make an argument technically. Is Tiger Woods the greatest golfer of all time? You can still make that argument. You can't make that with Simone Biles. Like, it's without a doubt. She is the greatest gymnast, probably man or woman, of all time.
Did you see the video of her jumping and they had her like 13 feet in the air or something like that? They were talking about, like, for somebody to be able to do that, like the vertical jump that she got, like, it was like her head was at peak, like, I don't know. Somebody
they equated if like they said if LeBron James jumped as much force as she does at his size, his head will be over the backboard.
Yeah, like
that's how they equated it. His head will be over the backboard. With given both their size difference, you know.
Yeah. But I will say, I think her time is going to become, like, she's 27. That's pretty old for a gymnast.
But no,
that's pretty old.
Still projected to.
Well, yeah, this year, but I'm saying eventually she's going to step away.
Yeah. This is what a lot of these girls now are doing. Like, I think 3 of them, her and the other 2, they're going past what girls were normally, the age that girls were normally going for the Olympics.
So we got Roger Federer at number 6,
which I thought the Djokovic dude was better.
Yeah, I don't know a lot about tennis, so
and he's at 11.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Again, I think some of it is maybe contributions to the game. Maybe he's a 20-time major champion, is what it says. 369 major wins. Hold on.
Who's that?
That's Roger Federer. Where was
11?
Djokovic is to a 24-time
11.
Djokovic is to a 24-time Grand Slam singles champion, and he has a record of 422 weeks as number one and 375 Grand Slam match wins. So yeah,
Those are all records.
that seems like okay. Tom Brady number 5.
This is where it gets
Wrong.
dicey.
Wrong.
This is where it gets dicey for a lot of people.
Wrong. I don't know what button to press, but it's all of them. Wrong.
Makes
no sense.
I agree. I don't understand how you put Braun over Brady, in my opinion.
I don't disagree.
In my opinion, because it's
I'd love to for content. I'd love to.
It doesn't to me make much. I don't know what. Again, obviously it's dominance, but I don't know what other metrics they were looking at. Like, I don't know what the breakdown was. Maybe it was a panel of like 50 people and they all voted. Maybe that's what it was.
Because when you look at both of them, they are outside of Brady's win percentage in championships, which I think obviously should put him over LeBron. They almost have like the same career. Like, Brady's got the most yards ever thrown. Bron's got the most points. You know, they've been a force to be reckoned with in the postseason, any opportunity that they're in it. So I think it's very similar, but obviously Brady does have the edge in that battle I would even say by a large margin, just because Brady's won fucking 7 Super Bowls.
But the thing about Brady is that he has the most everything.
Well, yeah,
it's kind of like the I don't know how to. It's kind of like the Floyd Mayweather thing. How you just don't. He just didn't lose. But Brady has like the most regular season and postseason records.
Yeah, I think LeBron does too, though. Now,
I don't know.
I think he's leading in the postseason points, minutes.
I would say should be, but yeah.
But I will say, a guy that's a 7-time champion compared to a guy that's a 4-time champion. Don't get me wrong, going to 10 straight is something that's right. Uncommon in sports. Like, we might not ever see that again.
Right.
But he didn't win 10 straight. So now if he won 10 straight, I mean, there'd be
and here's the thing about the winning thing is that there are, I ain't gonna say like plethora, but there are quite a bit of basketball players who has 3-4 rings.
Yeah.
5 rings plus.
There ain't many guys that have four championships. There's only
and now in football, there's nobody has 7 rings.
I don't think anybody has 6, do they?
No, I think the next closest is 4.
Yeah, it would be Joe Montana. I
think.
Yeah,
and that's
which he passed a while ago. So
quarterbacks.
Yeah, quarterbacks.
Yeah.
And with that said, I think Brady versus LeBron, he played the harder position.
So
and he was the most dominant at the harder position than LeBron.
Yeah.
So that's how I feel.
I mean, I'm not mad at this. I'm not mad at I will say I'm not exactly mad at the top 10 who's on it. I'm more or less, I think there needs to be some rearranging there. Because Serena Williams, I'm okay with that. And I'm honestly okay with Michael Phelps being at number 1. I'm 100% okay with Michael Phelps being at number 1. I mean, he was the man. Like, he was him.
Yeah.
So I'm not upset about that.
It's honestly the middle that's I think is super.
The middle makes no sense to me. Like
Kevin Garnett being over Alex Rodriguez, being over Kevin Durant, being over even Giannis being over Giannis. I mean, I don't understand what Kevin Garnett did to be in the top 25. Like, honestly, I would honestly argue that Paul Pierce had a better career.
I don't know what that means.
Battery exhausted. Keep talking.
No, KG, he's a Hall of Famer. He's an NBA champion. I don't know if he won MVP. I don't think he's won an MVP. But he was a great player. But again, the people behind him, I keep bringing up his name, but the Floyd Mayweather, like I would bump him up considerably.
Oh, Floyd Mayweather! It's the fact that they have all these individual players,
right?
Individual athletes in the top 10, and you also have another one that's outside of the top 10, not in there. Floyd Mayweather, without a shadow of a doubt, in my opinion, should be no lower than 5 on this list.
Yeah,
and I'm not even.
Like,
I'm just.
Yeah,
like,
I'm not like you said. You're not mad at top 10. I'm not exactly mad at the top 10, but
yeah,
there are some people I would. I mean, it does need some finagling. I'm not mad at Michael Phelps number 1.
I'm excited.
Me personally, I would put Tom Brady at number 2 and Serena at number 3.
Let's give it up for Peyton Manning at number 26. I mean, come on, round of applause. Oh shit!
No, that's the right one. That's the right one.
wait till you hear that, Dominique. That was. Hold on, here we go. God.
I'm here to tell you right now.
Oh.
Yeah, you're pressing all the right buttons.
Off. Nope.
Yeah, all the right ones.
There we go.
We should probably at this point, 20 episodes in, we should
label.
probably label them things.